I'm Amanda Roses, and I'm here in Iceland visiting for the very first time. I'm here with my friend Teagan, and we're going to be traveling for 12 days, going around the entire country to see as much of this beautiful place as we can. So come along for the adventure, starting off with Reykjavík. How many boxes of cookies did we get? 6. Food definitely wasn't the first thing I thought about when coming to Iceland, but we have had some amazing dishes so far. Speaking of food, hot dogs might as well be Iceland's national food because they are amazing and you can get them everywhere. Shout out to the soft serve ice cream and lobster chowder as well. Reykjavík is basically run by cats because they are everywhere and I love it.
He's got such little legs. No! You are so cute. Oh, I love all the fluffy cats here.
We started off this morning on day 2 going to the Blue Lagoon, and I know it's probably one of the most touristy destinations in Iceland, but I thought it was totally worth it. It was so beautiful, so refreshing. There's nothing quite like bathing in the vivid blue hot springs in Iceland. Me and Teagan are big hikers, so we couldn't miss out on an opportunity to hike to this beautiful waterfall. It was so incredible, passing through fields of lupins and underground caves, crossing rivers before finally getting to see the actual waterfall.
It's colder than I was expecting, but it's definitely cold. Teagan's being a wind wall so that we can cook our food. Look at them go! Look at the sheep, they're just running.
I'm so scared.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at them! Oh, they're so cute! What the heck? Look at them galloping!
Day 3, and it's the start of our road trip around the Ring Road. We're going to be going clockwise and starting with the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. I really hope I pronounced that right. before getting to the actual peninsula, we did have to stop to check out this gorgeous waterfall. Iceland, I swear, has more waterfalls than anywhere else I have ever been. You could drive for 5 minutes and see like 3 on the side of the road. Finally made it to Snæfellsnes Peninsula. This peninsula alone could occupy like days of travel in Iceland. We have so many stops planned, from black sand beaches to stone arches and orange lighthouses. Is sort of, kind of, almost basically in the Arctic Ocean, but not really. Either way, it was still very cold. We couldn't miss the opportunity to go on our own polar swim. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It's an ancient well that is rumored to have 3 sources. The first is fresh water, the second is holy water, and the third is ale. Should I give it a try? We also made a stop in the town of Hellisandr, which is known as the street art capital of Iceland, and as an artist myself, I just found this to be so amazing. This is an Icelandic horse. It is a breed of horse found only in Iceland. I think they are the cutest horses I have ever seen in my life. Finishing off another amazing day in Iceland with a peaceful campsite, or so we thought.
It's about 10 o'clock at night right now. You wouldn't be able to tell based on the light because it's 24 hours of daylight right now. That's night. And it is the windiest weather I have ever experienced. I have never seen wind like this before. It was so windy that it was blowing over our tent while we were in it. So we packed everything into our car. We're going to sleep there tonight because it's just too windy to do anything else. Everybody else on this campsite has packed. This used to be full of people. But every camper, every tent, everybody is leaving because it's so windy. But yeah, this is very Iceland apparently. It gets like this a lot. See you guys tomorrow.
Fun fact, this rock is called Hvítserkur, and legend has it that it's a petrified troll. So today we're visiting Glaumbaer, which is a historic farm museum that has turf houses from the 1800s. These are ancient houses that were built semi-underground with grass growing on the roof, almost like hobbit holes. And it's really cool because you can actually go inside one and see what it was like living there several hundred years ago. this waterfall was a whole adventure on its own, requiring going through a gate and off-roading with a four-wheel drive vehicle, but it was well worth it to see the dozens of basalt columns that bracket the falls. Might be one of the coolest things we've seen in Iceland so far. We're at a geothermal area, but you get to actually walk out and see like the boiling pits of mud, the steam, everything is this vivid orange color, and you can even hike up behind it and see it all from the top of a mountain, which is really just this surreal view. I feel like I'm on a completely different planet. Geothermal hot spring of the trip, and this one is similar to the Blue Lagoon in that it has that vivid blue water, but it's on the other side of the island, so it's a lot less touristy. There are a lot more locals here, but it is just as relaxing and beautiful. We just had the best morning. I am so happy right now. We were staying in this beautiful campsite and we were the only two people there. There was nobody else there, but it was such nice views and it was so quiet and there was so much wildlife and birds and like this really nice little stream. And then the elderly couple who ran the campsite, they came by and they asked if we wanted to have breakfast with them today, which was so nice of them. So we wouldn't have had the loveliest breakfast in their beautiful wood home, just like overlooking the landscape of Iceland, and they made us this really nice, like freshly made, everything was homemade breakfast. We had like freshly made bread, pancakes that were so good, this like rhubarb sauce that I just died for, and even smoked trout, which she made herself, and it was so nice. I had such a nice time. It was the most delicious breakfast, and it was just so nice to be around like locals from Iceland. So I am so happy right now. Had the best day. Oh, and she even sent me home with a little bag of pancakes from leftovers. So I couldn't be happier. People are so nice here, and it was just such a lovely experience. A whole colony of puffins! I'm so excited! We drove like 2.5 hours out of our way to get to this one area of Iceland that is known for having puffins, and we were like, okay, maybe we'll see a few puffins and it'll be worth it. But there were literally hundreds of puffins on these cliffs. They were everywhere. Even though it's June and basically summer in Iceland, that doesn't mean a lot because it's still like only 14 degrees Celsius, so we were definitely ready for another hot spring. This one is really unique because it's a floating infinity hot pool in a lake. So there's a geothermal area in the middle of the lake, and so they built hot baths there. And while you're soaking in the hot bath, you can also jump into the freezing cold lake for a minute, then come back in and warm up, which was really fun to do. I've been seeing pictures of this beach for so long, and it was just incredible to see it for myself. It's called Diamond Beach because pieces of the glacier in the lagoon across the way wash down onto the beach and create this very beautiful diamond-like structures all along the black sand. You don't always get to see this very well depending on the time of the year, but we were lucky that even in June there were still many beautiful ice crystals to see. About 7 o'clock at night, and we are set up in the most beautiful campsite with a gorgeous view of the mountains and really nice facilities, and now we're just making dinner and having a great time. Seljalandsfoss might be one of the most amazing waterfalls I have ever seen because you actually get to go and walk behind it, which It's incredible looking out from behind this majestic waterfall, seeing the water rush down. It's so close to you that you can feel the water spraying on your face. We had to wear raincoats just to keep from getting soaking wet, and you really just feel like you're in the lands of Norse gods or something like that. After 10 incredible days of driving around Iceland, we are on our last day of the road trip. We are determined to make the most of it, and we still have plenty to see on this last leg of the journey. I wish we had more time to explore the Golden Circle, but we had to at least stop for the Geysir hot spring area to see one of the most famous geysers in the world. This one can erupt up to 30 meters high, and it goes off every 4 to 10 minutes. This is probably the most unique restaurant I've been to. It's a tomato-themed restaurant, so it's located right inside a tomato greenhouse, and everything they serve has tomatoes in it. Okay, my first bite of tomato ice cream. It's actually really good and does not taste like tomatoes at all. Wow. Iceland, you were truly an amazing journey, from the adorable sheep and Icelandic horses that run wild over this island to the majestic waterfalls, welcoming people, mind-blowing craters, and absolutely decadent hot springs. Even after 12 days, I feel like there is so much left to explore, and I can't wait for my next adventure in Iceland.